Is
And we're recording. Here's Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
good, Tim. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, good. Paul, as you know, we've got a couple of little seminars coming up. We've got one on the Gold Coast in a fortnight, and then the week after we've got one in Adelaide with Trevor and Linda coming over.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. That's great. And also, I just heard that Suzanne and myself were coming down on the 19th of January for summer kickoff in Adelaide.
Oh, how good's that?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Well, it's all happening.
Yeah, it's all happening.
Paul, first of all, thanks so much for your time. And I really, literally mean this. I really appreciate your time, your effort, and your expertise and knowledge, and Suzanne's, of course. Paul, if I could just ask you a couple of questions. What difference have you seen? You mentioned on Facebook the other day that you changed from product model to business model first. What was the difference you've seen in the sponsoring rate when you did that?
Well, it was dramatic. I just fill you in, Suzanne and myself, we became product experts. So we focused on the products, and Suzanne with her Pilates background, and she was all into the products. She knew every ingredient of every product. Unfortunately, that's not duplicatable. And so it took us 12 months to go 1 star, which is 10 cycles per week, which is around the $600 a week mark. So imagine after 12 months, just to give you an indication. So then we said something's not working, so we had to change our way of approaching things. And I always knew that the business is the way to go. And so we started to lean with the money and started talking about the money up front. And then as soon as we started focusing on the business side of things, we went 2 star, 3 star, 4 star in 6 weeks. So we went from $600 per week to over $4,000 a week in 6 weeks. So it made a dramatic difference, trust me. We've got 91,000 people in our team now, and that's come from the 12 people that we've helped, taught and mentored. So, and out of those 12, only 2 are personally enrolled. The other 10 we found in depth because we found that good people know good people. So then we focused on helping their good people, and it just snowballed from there. So it's just amazing. And what I found in my 33 years, people will do more for money than they will for their health. But the great thing about Isagenix, we can help people with their health and their wealth.
Yeah. And, what I've been trying to explain to people is the best way to help people with their health long term is help them make money. And if they're making money, they'll keep using the product. If they're using the product, they will get healthier.
Yeah, so true. Yep. Yeah. And also, in saying that, if I didn't get great results on the products, I wouldn't be here as well. But we all know the products work. Everybody has a 90-day money-back guarantee. So that part, in my mind, is already done. We don't have to worry about that. That's the company's concern. If people take the products properly, they'll get great results. We know that. But there's so many people out there hurting with their businesses, and they're looking for some extra cash. Yeah. And and that's what we focused on. And our momentum just happens so quickly.
Yep. Now, Paul, you and Suzanne have obviously worked very hard, but you've had a few rewards along the way, lifestyle wise and things like that, which in networking terms, that's the dream, that's the goal, living the dream. What are some of the things that you've been able to achieve both in lifestyle and in maybe business or whatever, as a direct result of building an Isagenix business?
Great question. Put it this way, 8 years ago, we lost everything. We were broke. And I remember crying into my beer because I couldn't buy my children and my grandchildren Christmas presents. And I said, this will never, ever, ever, ever happen again. I was so distressed over it. And I said, please give me a sign. 3 weeks later, Dr. Jerry Shaw rang us up. And then our business exploded after about 13 months, and then from now, we've been with Isagenix for 7 years. We've earned over $5 million US in 7 years. So there's a bit of a game changer in itself. And it's completely changed our life. Suzanne and myself, we've won 18 free trips around the world. And we spend about 6 to 7 months a year traveling now because we love traveling. But we love it even better when it's free travel. So it makes it even better. So, and when we're heading off to Korea on the 14th of November. When we come back, we've won another trip to Queenstown for top achievers or peak performers, as it's called now. So, we love the trips, and we love the friendships, and we love the community. And we love catching up with everybody and having a few cups of tea all around the world. So, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like a quiet cup of tea.
Yes, especially when it's nice and cold.
Absolutely. So, Paul, the other thing I guess I just want to talk about a little bit is the effect of being in a team or a community, the sense of belonging. Is that important from your perspective in building a group?
So important. It's one of the reasons why Isagenix is #1 direct selling company in Australia, because it is because of our community. Like in Australia, there's 3 teams. There's obviously Suzanne and myself's team. Then there's Jen and Jono's team, and then there's Dave and Irene Miller's team, who were the pioneers from Perth, and they started 10 years ago. But the good thing about that, we're all friends. We all travel together. We go to Dave and Irene's place in Italy. With Jen and Jono, we've had major trips away together. So we're all friends. So that's the community. That's what drove us to be #1. That's where we got the momentum in 2014, 2015. We went from 32 million a year in sales to 152 million a year in sales, and that's because of the community and the friendships that I didn't expect to make, really. So some of my best friends are actually people that I didn't know 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 year ago. You know what I mean? So they're our friends, and we travel the world together now. So it's the friendships that I didn't expect, because Suzanne's good with people. I don't know whether I like people or not, but they seem to come around anyway. No, I love people just as well, but I love the friendships and catching up with everybody.
Yeah, no, and I think this is part of the thing today. The world is becoming sort of insulated. Everybody's being just sort of, in their own little space. And I think being a part of a team and a sense of belonging has a real part to play in everything that we do, but in particular in building our businesses, because people just want to belong to a group. I think they want to feel.
Yeah. Oh, it's so important. It's like the startup group. That's the community that they've built. Then I call ourselves the Start Again. So we're the Start Again group. And, everybody's got their own groups, and it's great building friendships and that, And I know your group has been great because, Trevor and Linda and you guys have all been friends for 20, 30 years, you know what I mean? So you've got a great friendships that have been growing over the years, which is fabulous. So you can all work together. You've got a community. But the great thing about this business, you're your own boss. You're the CEO of your own business. So, you build it how you see fit. But I truly believe that you need a system to follow to be successful in this business. Whatever that system is, you follow your system and your team's system, because whatever you do, your team will duplicate. So it's, you're the boss of your own business. So, just go out there and build it, and they will come, I say.
Yep. Yeah. Now, Paul, I know you're busy. It's Melbourne Cup Day. You're about to go out and back 10 winners for the day. And
in the last 20 years, I've never won on Melbourne Cup Day, so it'll be a surprise.
Okay. But, Paul, is there anything you would like to, one parting little nugget of wisdom, knowledge, whatever, to put, because the guys that are going to be seeing this, some of them have been around a while, some of them are brand new that are coming to these functions. Have you got one little nugget left that you could leave us with?
Yeah, well, I think your past does not equal your future. So what I mean by that, a lot of people look in the rear vision mirror and they live in the past. So the past is not going to get you where you got to get to. So you've got to change your ideas up, change things up a bit now. And because things are happening so fast now. It's a real fast world out there at the moment. So one of the things that wasn't good at was on social media, but I've got good on social media as well. That's been that's been a blessing now because it makes things easier. Doing the Zoom calls has been fabulous because I can talk to 400 people instead of one person one-on-one. Now I can do a group things, but I think you still got to take the action. You have to change to become a better person and then do the personal development. When you change, you'll attract different types of people. And but it's all about taking the action, really. Don't let your fears control you, because if you've got a fear of success, or if you've got a fear of failure, or if you don't believe you're deserving and worthy of success, guess what? You're right, and you're going to get those results. So, one of the things that I did, and thanks to Trev too, I still do daily affirmations. Like, I'm in the zone. Things come easily and quickly to me. Great things are going to happen today. I attract fantastic leaders to me every day. Everything I touch turns to gold. I attract winners to me because I'm a winner. So these affirmations I do before I go to bed and before I go to when I wake up first thing in the morning. So these affirmations have completely changed my life. But it still comes down to having a big why. And my why was my children and my grandchildren. So I was 10 foot tall and bulletproof for them, and I would take a bullet for them. So if somebody said no to me, that meant absolutely nothing, because I focused on my children and my grandchildren, and nothing was going to stop me getting to the top of the mountain. I told all my friends I'm going to the top of the mountain with you or without you. And guess what? A couple came with me, and most of them didn't come with me. So, and now they're all saying, "Oh, you're lucky." And I said, "Yeah, I was very lucky. The harder I worked, the luckier I got." So that's, I probably should end on that one. And hopefully I have a lucky day at the Melbourne Cup today.
Yeah. That's excellent, Paul. Look, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And we do wish you all the best at the Melbourne Cup today. And hopefully they'll have a couple of cold cups of tea somewhere along the way to refresh your spirit as you fight on.
I'm sure I'll have a few during the day. I'm catching up with a few good people. So they're renowned for having a few coldies. So it will be a good day anyway.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Paul.
Okay. Catch you later.